some of these dishes look like they could be quicksand. And I wonder if that is true of those movies, if the quicksand was actually like lentils.
Welcome to Food Buffet Report. Last week we talked about an Indian buffet and we didn't show any food. So this week we wanted to look at some actual food at an Indian buffet. And what I find incredible
food? Is that food?
Yeah, it is food. What I find incredible about Indian buffets is how they just look so unappetizing, but the food is so delicious. Indian buffets are so incredibly popular, but it's really, really hard to present Indian food in an appealing fashion because it's all brown mush. But it's so delicious.
You know, immediately when I saw this, a couple of those dishes reminded me of, remember in the old movies like Tarzan and stuff, quicksand. Remember quicksand?
Like the concept, or?
No, remember it was in the movies for the longest time and then it went away. Like quicksand, it seemed like it was everywhere.
It was a myth. Quicksand doesn't actually exist, at least not how it's depicted in movies.
Some of these dishes look like they could be quicksand. And I wonder if that is true of those movies, if the quicksand was actually like lentils, like that, one of those dishes, like Indian lentils.
Yeah, they could have used lentils for quicksand as a stand-in.
Yeah.
Quicksand.
Has so many different spices. They started, I think, the spice revolution. You know, the ones that you find in your cabinet.
Find. I
have a lot of spices. Do you? I have like 17 garlic powders because I can never find them. I don't have a good spice rack. But I imagine this kitchen, the Indian spices are so organized and such a variety, and so many spices abound in these delicious runny gravy type delicious things that they have. Nothing solid on this buffet. Only solid thing I think is this corner over here. These are solid. Those are little crispy things, and then there's some chicken. Everything else is liquidy. Yeah, I like Indian food too. I even go to Indian sit-down restaurants and order. Not even buffets.
Now, why are Indian buffets so popular?
Are you asking me or our viewers? Oh, well, Aaron, I think Indian buffets are so popular because it's a way for people to feel adventurous in their dining. You know, people always like to say like, "Oh my God, have you tried this?" And it's kind of it's a thing they could say. It makes them seem more worldly. Plus, at Indian, you don't know what to order off the menu. So this gives you a chance to sample a lot of things with very little risk, right? Because if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it.
But why are there so many Indian buffets and Chinese buffets, but you don't see a lot of Greek buffets or Vietnamese buffets?
I mean, Greek buffets?
Yeah.
I mean, don't sometimes Chinese buffets have different cuisines on there? I know they have Jell-o. That's Greek. Jell-o's Greek.
It's not. It's not Greek. Jell-o is not Greek.
What's the other one that you said? Vietnamese?
Didn't Bill Cosby invent Jell-o? He's not Greek.
No, I think Vietnamese is Jell-o is Vietnamese. I don't know. Who knows? That's an interesting question. Maybe there are Greek buffets. There are kind of Greek, they're not buffets, but you know, they do have Mediterranean style food, which is extremely popular right now. Have you ever heard of kava?
Yes, I went to Kava when I was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Wow, was that ever good? I wish they would bring kava or something like that to Canada. That was so great. So great.
So kava is a reverse of a buffet, meaning the people are serving you, but it's a combination, I think, of Mediterranean, so it has some Greek influence. In fact, kava's concept started here in Washington, D.C.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Three Greek guys. So the Greek buffet is, the Mediterranean style food is not in the buffet style. It's that you serve it you serve it to people, but it is really, it feels healthy when you eat it, kind of like Indian food, a lot of different flavors and things that you might not order. There's the Greek buffet. And what was the other one? Chinese, Vietnamese food?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Well, you didn't exactly answer the question, but that's okay. Maybe our viewers can answer the question. Leave a comment if you know why Indian and Chinese buffets are so popular, but Greek ones are not. And kava, while it's delicious and a really great restaurant concept, it's not a traditional buffet and it's not completely Greek. So it doesn't quite fit the bill. Although I must say, I'm very glad that you mentioned it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm exhausted. I don't want to talk about this anymore. So maybe you could subscribe and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.